amazing match point. What athleticism.
And there you have it, your APTA national champions.
Best match of the year.
Brilliant shot.
Incredible stuff. And it's sitting up and he's right there.
Hello and welcome to the 22-23 APTA Tour. We're live from the Medinah Country Club in Medinah, Illinois, bringing you the Medinah Cup, which is the second stop on the 22-23 APTA Tour, sponsored by the APTA membership, the APTA national sponsor Paddle Pro Infusion, and our local sponsors Monaco Mechanical, CDM Software, Jimmy John's, RT Nelson and Associates, Two Hound Red Brewing Company, Gymnasty Gymnastics, Thornburg Investments, TH Suite, and Sport Court Midwest. I'm Mike Raleigh, along with Mike Morrison, bringing you a quarterfinal match of the Medinah Cup. And here to introduce the players, Mo.
Okay, on the far court facing us in the forehand court, we've got Adam Morgan playing with his partner Tyler Frazier, and on the court on our side here in the forehand court, we've got Tom Murphy playing along with Brian Hagman.
Okay. All main draw matches are going to be regular scoring, best 2 out of 3 sets, and no, they'll play out the third set, right, Coach?
Playing out the third set.
Yeah, we'll take a peek at the draw here. We're having some sun issues, so it's getting kind of tough to see. But sorry for the delay. Frazier and Morgan had a close 6-0, 6-0 to start the tournament. They then had an 0-1 against Bartholomew and De La Cruz. That gets them into their quarterfinal match. Here we have Hagman and Murphy won a tight second round, 6-3, 7-6 against Rutherford and Schumacher, a local team. And we're looking for some pretty good play here in the beautiful, sunny, what is it, about 80 degrees, Mo?
About 80 degrees. It's going to be some fireworks out here. The ball's really coming off the screen hot.
Well, and, you know, I think looking at these matchup, we've got an interesting dynamic of the Tyler Frazier and Adam Morgan. I mean, they have been, I think they got to, was it the semis of the Nationals last year? I mean, Adam is probably as competitive as anybody out there. I think he competes in just about doing everything that he does. He probably fist pumps too.
Just right here. Yeah, even fist pumps are
competitive. Fist pumps in breakfast, eating his breakfast.
Right on.
Brian Hagman, you know, is the pro. To kind of give our viewers at home, Hagman is a rackets professional from Indianapolis now. And Adam Morgan is at Birchwood Club in Highland Park. And Tyler Frazier, I believe, is still in Cincinnati at the Camargo Club. And I hate to say, I know Tom Murphy is a heck of a player, but I don't know what his profession is. But we have 3 rackets professionals out there. And
I'd say Murphy's a professional paddle tennis player.
There you go. Yeah, he plays like it.
He's got to be there.
We've got Pat Layden up in the chair. I think he's going through his introductions here of what I believe the chairperson is there in case there is questions. He will not be calling the lines unless there is a question.
Correct.
Keeping score.
They're going to be doing a coin toss or seeing which one's going to serve first here. It looks like, well, we don't know yet. Still a little bit of warm-up. we've been noticing a little bit in the far court over here, where Brian Hagman is. If you get a ball that comes up into the screen over there, you're sometimes looking directly into the sun. So there is one kind of real tough spot on the court at this time of day.
I don't think it's going to get any easier, too.
Yeah, I think you're right this time.
You know, I was talking to Hagman and Murphy a little bit earlier about kind of what their game plan was going to be against Tyler and Adam, and they said, interestingly enough, they're going to plan on playing a lot of balls, you know, up the middle of the court. And I mean, I know when I teach at home, it's kind of, you know, that middle is never wrong.
Yeah, we're going to consider in this warm weather that the middle is safe, you know, quote unquote, a safe spot to hit the ball.
I don't against those two. I don't know
We'll
how many
see.
safe
We'll
spots
see.
there
Yeah,
are,
there
but
may not be any
some
safe
of
Good.
some of the safest spots. I mean, you got half a court to miss it wide. You got, I guess, a little bit of the confusion zone. But they were really saying too that if anything, they were trying to get Tyler Frazier to hit more forehands and really respectful of his two-handed backhand. And you know, if Brian Hagman is about as patient as he is player out there. He's told me, he goes, you know, and I love my lob, but they were going to work on high lobs to the middle of the court to kind of mitigate some of Tyler Frazier's big spins into the corners.
It'll be interesting to see with those high lobs if they let the ball drop a little bit lower, you know, and maybe hit it around shoulder level just to try and keep the ball lower, you know, so it doesn't come up so high, so your opponent can be aggressive on the high ball. See how that works out.
Yeah, and I think, you know, looking at just them warming up, we've got Adam Morgan, who was one of the early adopters of the underhand serve. And I think he hits it really well.
It stays low.
It stays low. And, I mean, if, you know, why are they hitting that underhand serve? What's the benefit, Mo? I mean, other than,
just
like,
in my you know, playing experience on that, it just, the ball stays lower and you don't have the angle to kind of come down on the aggressive return. Unlike some of these serves these days, they come up high, especially if they come off the screen. You can drive a lot of the time. But these lower underhand serves, for the most part, stay pretty low.
yeah, you see it like there. Unless it hits the neck like that,
Yeah,
kicks
you're-
out for an
you're in
ace.
trouble. Looks like we're getting pretty close to starting up here.
There's Pat Layden going over.
Do you find that a lot of the time when you win the coin toss that you end up choosing to receive first versus serving? Do you see that more
I
often?
absolutely think just about everybody out there, it just goes to show you that the benefit of,
Yeah.
you know, of a return where they can be aggressive off the deck with their return is, you know, by far more.
Nice way to start.
Yeah, you know, you're more likely to break serve, and especially in this weather, than you are to hold serve. So why not start with your strength?
I think that was an old Jimmy Connors ploy. You know, in the world of old tennis, he would win the coin toss, and even in tennis, he would kind of look the opponent in the eye and say, you know, I choose to receive, which is kind of an intimidating thing, I think, back in the day.
He was one of the best returners in the game.
Right?
And all right, we look like we're about ready to go here. Tyler Frazier to serve.
You're coming in hot right off the bat.
And I think one of the greatest strengths of Tom Murphy is you just watch his hands when they drive. He almost baits them to drive at him.
Oh, okay.
And I think the other side to his great hands there is that when the weather is a little more conducive to the drop shot, that becomes one of his greatest strengths. He loves to kind of have that engagement.
And with that drop shot, does he put a lot of backspin on it, or is it just kind of
Just
a touch
kind of
drop?
real dead hands.
Okay.
I remember he hit it to me one time about 32
The
times.
Fiedler dead hands, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what we're telling you, old school. just had Will Colmar visit our booth here a second ago, and he's taken on that underhand serve as well. He's another one of the players that prefers to serve
Great
underhand.
cover from Hagman
Yeah,
there.
wow, great dig. Turn that in with the score. Just the sun just wiggle it a little bit. Thank you. Oh, nice cut shot. There it is. Adam's kind of letting the ball drop down around shoulder level to hit those overheads. It just doesn't come up as high when you do that. I think it's a good strategy.
Regardless of the weather.
Right.
But, I mean, in this weather, you see anything that is hanging up will get tattooed. Nice touch from Tyler Frazier. Brian Hagman looking a little disappointed in a screenshot there. He doesn't miss many.
Does not.
I think it's 15-30.
15-30. I think that was half on and half off. I'm sitting right on the line.
Wow.
Really nice shot.
That was a fin.
We're
Inside out down the
15-40
line. You usually don't see that combo.
Right.
15-40 double break point to start.
Yeah, pulling out the stops in the first game. It's pretty cool.
But boy, is this weather. I mean, this is not necessarily paddle weather, but
Well, you can see a little of the differences. I mean, you know, Murphy just took that return of serve right off the deck. He didn't even let it hit the screen and just threw a lob up just to be safe because it's going to come off the screen so hot.
oh,
A little
those
high
are-
on that.
I think that's the
It's a fun
threat
shot
of.
to hit, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That steam brings the opponent all the way up to the net to hit it.
I think that overhead was partly respect for the offense. It's coming from the other side that Brian might have overcooked it just a smidge. Oh, it's a great lob.
Really nice lob deep in the court. There's that backhand that he looks for. Very nice. Moving forward.
Yeah, it's amazing how his pressure, Frazier's pressure, it's kind of so much there. It's on you. And it's not only
It
the
just
drive,
seems to always
but
be in waiting. You know, he's just kind of
Yeah.
just waiting for the moment, and he pounces when he gets that chance. It's really fun to watch. We're back at deuce right now, the first game of the match. Everybody's getting their feet on the ground.
I mean, and what would you say there? I mean, this point here is probably into its 60th hit. As the teams are kind of squaring off, what are they doing in their first game? What would you say they're kind of trying to accomplish here?
I mean, it's the first game. I think they're trying to, kind of feel the other team out, see if they're willing to wait that long to win a point. Be that patient to wait that long, or are they going to come out really aggressive? It's
Boy,
it's kind of a feeling out period, that first game, to see
first couple games
where the other team might be coming at you.
That was a bit of a statement there. They fought off 2 break points.
Right, they ended up, yep.
To hold. Fraser Morgan are up 1-love.
I think you said it right. That was a statement right there. They fought it back and won that first game. Tough hold.
Looks like Hagman to serve here. And if you notice, if we can kind of watch, and we've got a great view, but even the live streaming, if you pay attention to the strike points of the returns, where with Brian's serve, like Adam just hit that ball above his shoulders.
He was going to come down on it.
Yeah, and where we'll have Adam serve. They called that ball out in love 30. Love 30.
Yeah, we're going to be able to see the difference there between.
When Adam brings in his underhand serve next.
Right. It's going to be fun to watch.
See, they do such a good job. I think Tyler and Adam do such a good job at the net, and that was a good example of, it's almost like where do they, what can they do against a team that volleys that well and moves that well at the net, and that pressure alone, wow,
Yeah.
that pressure alone forced Tom into a push drive wide.
Right.
All right, that's off to a 2-love lead here for Morgan and Fraser. Get a good look at this underhand serve, kind of even 75 degrees. It's not hopping up like the traditional kind of spin serve.
I think it's pretty obvious this isn't Fraser and Morgan's first time around. They've played together pretty often, and you can kind of see that at the net. They kind of, without even looking, know where the other, where the partner is. They've got this covered.
Yeah, they flow fairly well. 15 all.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I think our friend here, Matt McClure, said it's the floating eye. They're just kind of an eye formation, but they know where their partner's going to be.
He was looking for the cutter.
Yep.
Instead, he got the slash into the kneecaps.
That's a strong elbow right there, right? To be able
That's
to
a
slash
strong
it like
everything.
that. Oh my gosh.
I think the modern game is really a fun. It's fun to see the evolution of the game, and I think you and I have been playing the game a long time, and gone are the days of just wait them out with lobs.
Yeah, I think you and I would be requiring big ice packs.
Yes.
We're going to be trying to play the slash game.
30 all.
It's tough when it comes off that top board.
That was walking the tightrope.
this is an important point. We're at 30 all right now. It's a real on point.
Oh, and he
Hagman
just
and
hit
Murphy
the neck.
certainly want to try and get on the board here. We got the nick. It's a big game. Same shot. Force him to push a little wide, right?
Yep, yep. We're at 3-love.
3-love.
Frazier and Morgan. You know, and if I'm coaching Hagman Murphy, I'd say not the time to panic, but we definitely, one phrase I use a lot is we need to tighten it up.
Yes.
You know, let's just tighten it up.
Avoid the unforced errors if possible.
And making the right, and it's not necessarily that they made some wrong decisions, but you know, just kind of a loose error here or there. I think you know, those little chip backhands wide when really Murphy's just trying to get them to, it's just testing the volleys.
I feel when I've gotten in this point of the game, I just say I'm going to make the opponent earn it. You know, I'm not going to make too many errors here.
It's a great point. Great point.
If I'm going to go down, I'm going to make them, you know, earn it. They're going to have to fight for it.
That'd be a good, yeah. Don't hit it to either of them.
Right.
Coach McClure here giving us some tidbits. Don't let either one of them hit the ball.
Yeah, that's some top-notch advice. It's fun to see Adam hit that two-hander. He kind of picks the leg up.
The big jump, yeah.
It's a Morgan backhand drive. It's beautiful.
Which one do you think's better, Tyler's or Adams?
Well, that's hard to say.
Oh boy.
I'd hate to have to pick one. You know?
Yeah. See, that's where there's just so much pressure from Tyler.
Yeah.
You know, as he
Great timing.
they start playing that down up overhead, he comes in and looks to spike it.
Do we kind of call that the tomahawk, or is that?
You can call it whatever you like.
Call, okay.
You know,
I'm gonna
rose
call
by
it the tomahawk.
rose by any other name, still a rose.
Yeah. Okay. You're right. You're in trouble, I guess, is what you're on.
It's a double break point here. You know, in the there we're starting to see him get into the. All right, dump to the middle.
Leg kick backhand. Way to close on Tyler. He's just ready to pounce.
He is quick.
We're facing another break point here. It's a nice serve. Is that a good example of Tom Murphy's hands that you were mentioning earlier on? I mean, that's just
real quick. You know, and I think getting into the partnership of Morgan and Frazier, you see that, you know, not only is there any, you know, they're not fighting over balls, but they also are playing what I call their roles very well. You know, you see where Adam is kind of playing that secondary role at the net where he's on the right-hand side, and they're really getting Tyler, you know, all the looks of the overhead, and that's where he can kind of create with his spins, and we just had a fault to go. scores now.
Yeah, it's 4-love.
4-love.
It's impressive how much spin these guys can put on the ball and the way that it'll just grip the screen and stay there. I mean, just hit the screen and drop straight down. It's a lot of juice.
Yeah. With
was that
great
an unforced
spin.
error? Did I just see that?
That was
error?
with great
Oh.
spin. Can come
Wow.
an error every once in a while, but
Okay.
he's given
There
one
he-
for every 4 games. We'll give him
Human-
that,
He's
right?
human. Okay.
Boy,
Tough shot.
oh boy.
Right in the corner.
And that is, and he's aiming for that, just for the record.
Right.
That is the shot that he is hitting for the crease.
It's impressive. We got 30-15. Or is it 41?
40,
Yeah, I
15,
had
I
that.
believe.
Yeah, it's 40-15.
Oh,
Okay.
Tom
That was some
kind of
heat.
said. Taking his, maybe a frustration on there. For over 20 years, Paddle Pro has been recognized as an industry leader in platform tennis. The knowledge, expert advice, vast inventory, and ultimate customer service will help any player find their perfect equipment to take their game to the next level. Paddle Pro is the only website to carry all platform tennis brands. For more information, go to www.paddlepro.com.
I think we'd also like to take a quick second here to thank our sponsors again, which is Monaco Mechanical, CDM Software, Jimmy John's, RT Nelson Associates, the Two Hound Red Brewing Company, Gymnasty Gymnastics, Thornburg Investments, TH Suite, and Sport Court Midwest. Thanks to our sponsors.
That's the
It's just
fifth,
a perfect spot.
the fifth nick that they've hit.
Right. Throwing darts.
Wow.
Yeah. Really nice cut, nice volley.
You see how Murphy, it's just, I mean, talk about hands.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed with Adam Morgan too, he's got such an amazing patience. You know, he's willing to work the point as long as it takes to finally get that correct shot to be aggressive on. It's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get to this level without being patient
Yeah.
and disciplined.
Definition
But
of
then
patience.
he's committed to the process.
Right.
And when he gets it,
And then when he gets it and they hit and it doesn't work out, he's ready and willing to start all over again.
Right back-
you know,
right
let's
back
just,
at
let's
it,
just
yep.
start the process over again.
Brian, good luck there.
Okay. All right, we're at 15:30.
That was a great ball by Hagman. Let the ball go through and create offense from offense. And I think that's the kind of the modern game is such more of a transition game, you know, where they let the ball go through and they're as comfortable playing the ball in the backcourt as they are in the front court. And
I
there's
agree.
another
I think that's changed a little bit over time. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, people are willing to just serve and stay back right off the bat because they know coming in to try and hit that volley off that aggressive return just doesn't work.
Well, and a lot of times they're able to take the drive off of the drive,
Yeah, right.
off the back
and
screen.
then take the net position. Yeah. Nice shot.
You know, and here we have Adam. Oh,
He went for that.
select court.
Wow.
You know, we have Frazier and Morgan at 5-love, and now that's the first set, 6-love. They still, at a 5-love lead, did not play a single loose point.
Yes. It's just rock solid. You've got to find a crack somehow in there and try and find a way through, but they're just not allowing it so far. Well, as always, the beginning of sets, first set, second set, third set, is real important. So I think that this is a time right now where Murphy and Hagman need to get a good start in the second set.
All right, we're going to take a break and go to our sponsors.
In today's global supply chain, international air and sea freight forwarding companies utilize CDM software solutions to generate documentation, complete customs filings, and track shipments from pickup at origin to delivery at the ultimate destination.
Energy companies use CDM software solutions to track iron and tool utilization in the oil field.
CDM Software Solutions software products meets the demands of a global economy.
And we're back. Adam Morgan to serve, start the second set. We've got an update on some of the other quarterfinals. I believe the Compton match, Compton McInerney against, I was going into their third set, just starting their third set.
Split.
And unfortunately, my boys Alex Lambropoulos and Mitch Granger lost to Lewis and Baxter.
Was that a straight set match against
I'm
Lewis and
not
Baxter?
sure, but I just got the thumbs down sign from one
okay.
Mr. Alex Lambropoulos, so
Okay.
we'll get a score check here in a bit.
Yeah. Okay, beginning the set here. This is really where Murphy and Hagman have to hunker down and try and turn the tables here a little bit.
What a get.
Yeah, great.
Oh, it just was told that the Baxter Lewis won 6-3, 6-3 against Granger and Lambropoulos.
Okay. Just a little bit wide on that
A
lob.
little bit wide on the lob. Good lob.
That was a great lob, bringing it back.
Good. Does this make sense to you that Compton McNerney won the first set 7-5 and held Smith in the second set 7-5? So they split sets 7-5. Does that make sense, Brooke?
Just heard that the Compton McInerney won the first set 7-5 And then Held and Smith won the second set 7-5, so they're just starting their third set.
30-15. 30 ball.
Oh boy, another just. You know, and I think warm weather paddle, boy, it's, you know, I get a lot of times from the students, they say, oh, if it were just 10 degrees cooler, or if it had been December, that would have been in. But, I mean, here we're playing in 80 degree weather, and we're seeing just, you know, touch long. I believe it is 30 all now. But the, you know, trying to really take these lobs and hit them a little bit, focus on hitting them up rather than through the court. Oh, there's another Nick.
What number is that? Number 6 or 7?
At least
perhaps?
6.
Jeez.
Boy, and did you see Brian Hagman? I feel his pain.
Yeah.
And there really seems to me right now there isn't a safe. I mean, usually you'll say, okay, deep up the middle is safe, or a lob in the backcourt. Well, when you've got Tyler Frazier hitting the cutters, and then they're, you know, hit 6 nicks. Not Tyler and Frazier are up 1-love now, the second set.
Yeah, let's see if Hagman Murphy can pull off a good hold here. Another Nick.
Can we blame the sun on that?
Yeah.
The sun was at his back.
I'm
but
blaming the sun too. I didn't
Okay.
see it. You know, we're all kind of looking right at that, so it's tough for everybody.
Fortunately,
Yeah,
Tom was looking.
that was a good serve.
It was a good heavy serve.
Yeah, came in.
That might be the second return that Tyler's missed. Wow,
It's so tough.
so tough. And I think Brian was contemplating, do I move in or
do I stay back? Yeah.
but failure to do either.
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to get a little creative to change it up a little bit, and so far it hasn't helped. Try new things.
Two love here, Frazier Morgan after winning the first set 6-love.
That's fun.
Oh, I love this game.
Yeah.
Just,
That's fun.
he knew that drop shot. It was a dream drop shot.
Yeah.
He deserved 15-30.
It's 15-30. Okay. Let's see if they can build on this a little bit. feel in the last little while here, the games have gotten a little bit, or the points have gotten a little shorter. Maybe some patience might be wearing out a little bit.
Oh. There's another break point. See if they can convert.
Yep. Get on the board.
We'd love to have Hagman and Murphy, capitalize here. They've had two, in this game. Fault.
That volley was half. Oh, okay. Okay, Pat confirmed that the ball was long, so Hagman and Murphy just.
There we go. They cracked
won
the
their
seam.
first game. Yep.
Adam's still looking at that line, saying, and that's one of the great things I think about paddle tennis is if there was a mistake or the partners disagreed, and you play a let. Now, if it's in a chair overrule and you have a chair, I believe the rule is that they lose the point. But, if you and I are playing a league match and you make one of your terrible calls and I correct you, good news is we just get to play a let.
Mistakes are made sometimes. I think people understand that, and just say, okay, it was an honest mistake. Let's just play it again. But you're right, in tournaments like this, sometimes the call will stand. You're not going to comment on my bad call comment? I know.
No?
I'm
you
just
acted like you didn't hear me.
Yeah, that's just.
Is this mic on?
That went
Hello?
right over the head. Yeah.
Hello. Is this thing on?
That's funny. See, that's why we love paddle tennis.
It's right there, yeah.
You just get to smile and laugh all the time. All right, there's been a kink in the armor here, and
15 all.
We're at 15 all.
One serving two.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Almost.
Just out of reach.
That's where Murphy is. He's kind of dancing on a very fine edge, going with that flop shot over Tyler's.
Yeah, it was a risk.
That worked out there.
Sure did.
There's that transition offense. Oh,
it's coming in high.
Boy, that is so tough. And Tyler right on top of the net, almost baiting him, daring him to drive.
30, 40.
Adam was looking for that forehand. He got it.
But again, like you said earlier, this is where they just reset and wait for the next.
Yeah, it's just start over
next
again.
chance.
Yes. Mike, when you play, do you typically kind of yell or ask your partner to say help or something when you know that the ball's heading toward the nick on your side of the court?
Yeah, I think it's kind of that, and the player that's receiving it and it's in the corner will kind of shoot up that side screen.
Right.
And then kind of rely on the partner to play the trailer and come to the middle. Oh, and there's...
That's unfortunate. It was such a great lob, but it popped out of the court. Ending the point.
And game point there. It's now 3-1. And I believe that was the first fist pump that we've seen from Adam Morgan. I think he's not fist pumping as much because he knows I'll get the counter going on him.
And like you said earlier, he's even competitive when it comes to the fist pump.
Oh yeah,
he does it right.
It's a great drive by Hagman.
It's a little wide.
I mean, that pressure, that constant pressure, that little chip and dip where he just kind of blitzes in behind it, forced Hagman to hit a lob volley.
That's not such an easy shot, that lob volley either.
There's not many people that make a career out of it.
Right.
Oh!
That was coming in hot.
That thing had some pace to it.
Yeah, I've noticed also a little bit here when Tyler does take the chance and kind of comes in, and he knows that if it comes too tough at him, he can just let it go, and he knows Adam's back there to cover the next ball off the screen, and then again they can back up and start the point over again. But sometimes he takes a chance of coming in, and if it doesn't work out, he knows he's covered. It's pretty great teamwork right there.
Wasn't fully committed to that.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to pound it and then he was going to hold back,
between,
and he got somewhere caught in between on that forehand. Right, it happens.
For over 20 years, Paddle Pro has been recognized as an industry leader in platform tennis. The knowledge, expert advice, fast inventory, and ultimate customer service will help any player find the perfect equipment to take your game to the next level. Paddle Pro is the only website to carry all platform tennis brands. For more information, go to paddlepro.com. Hagman here, serving 1, serving 4. Love 15.
What hands again on Murphy? I mean,
and you notice how quiet. I mean, great volleyers tend to keep their bodies and their hands so quiet when they volley, and then there's no extra.
Yeah. They have the ability to just deaden the paddle.
Yeah.
To take the pace off of that. It's something special. We got a little update on the other match. Compton and McNerney have pulled up 2-0 in the third set on the other court.
Wow, that ball took a right turn. That quadrant lob.
Okay, here we go.
That's a tough miss. especially when they were retreating. Needs to roll that in and let Hagman blitz in behind it.
The hands these guys are displaying, it's something else.
They make it look easy.
They sure do.
You know, and it's not like those balls aren't coming with a ton of spin and speed. 1540.
Some good paddle tennis happening here.
Okay, Frazier to serve 5 for the second set in the match. 5 serving 1.
That was a rip. I mean, I know I've lost matches with this big of a lead. I don't know if you have, but there is a chance. It is a game of momentum.
You know,
I mean,
momentum.
Let's face it, it can turn
15-30.
quickly. Yeah, let's.
I mean, no lead is safe.
What do they say sometimes? A chip in a chair. You're still in it until it's over.
You know, and some of the things that the average viewer at home, watching this, you know, how can they take, and they may not be able to spin it like Tyler, but I think the discipline and the shot kind of commitment to a specific shot. But, you know, I think that there's some opportunities that the APTA is doing out there with the, you know, PTI tournaments, and like Exmoor this year is hosting the men's national team tournament. And last year we hosted the women's, and it originated pre-COVID, where we did the men's and women's, but it got so big that, you know, we had to split the sites, and now the women are going to be out east and the men are going to be back in Chicago.
It's a great event. It's held in April, right?
Yeah, I think it's the first weekend in April, I believe.
Toward the end of the year. It's a really fun event.
I mean, we had over 280 women playing it.
Yeah, a lot of camaraderie with that event.
Big party on Saturday night.
Build your own team. It's really cool.
Yeah, and I think we had 18 different divisions of women's, and I think there was 12 for the men.
It's impressive.
And I expect it to grow this year. You know, but it's kind of like a golf weekend or a paddle weekend where you grab 6 of your 7 of your closest friends.
Yeah, it's fun. I think we've come up on a match point here. That was a tough serve.
Game, set, and match to Frazier and Morgan. 6-love, 6-1. I think we are going to be back online at 6 p.m. for the men's semifinals here from the Medinah Cup. I'm Mike Rowley with Mike Morrison.
Mike Morrison.
We'll see you at 6 p.m. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
In today's global supply chain, international air and sea freight forwarding companies utilize CDM software solutions to generate documentation, complete customs filings, and track shipments from pickup at origin to delivery at the ultimate destination.
Energy companies use CDM software solutions to track iron and tool utilization in the oil field.
CDM Software Solutions software products meets the demands of a global economy.